Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's pre-orders, and they are live. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Alright, so we got a lot of made-to-order stuff coming from Games Workshop this week, and some dice as well. Let's jump down here and take a look. So here we got a couple things left over from last week. And then we do see the Tomb King's Khemri dice set showing up here. $42 for those. And they're pretty cool. Got like the bone look going on there. We've got the scatter dice and then your regular D6s as well. So it looks like we've got 18 of the D6s with the Tomb King's logo on the 6. And then we've got your number scatter and then your actual scatter dice here. So pretty cool. And then obviously nice because these are getting hard to come by. Yeah, so if we just scroll down here to the description, this set includes 20 Tomb Kings of Khemri faction themed dice. They're cast in etched bone coloring with dark red ink markings. The D6 dice proudly feature a Tomb Kings of Khemri faction icon on the 6th face of each die. I'm so glad that Games Workshop went to putting the logo on the 6th face. Back in the day, they used to do it sometimes on the 1, and it just never made sense that like the worst thing you could roll would be your logo. So always cool to see that. And it's 20 16mm dice, 18 D6s, 1 artillery die, labeled 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 in misfire, and then 1 scatter die as well. So $42, I would expect those to sell out. So if you are after any of these available while stocks last dice, I wouldn't mess around with those as they'll probably be gone pretty quick. And then we also see the Kingdom of Bretonnia dice set. So these ones have a nice marbled silver color to them. Definitely a big fan of the metallic marbled dice. These are really nice. And same thing, just scrolling down here, this set includes 20 Kingdom of Bretonnia faction themed dice. They're cast in metallic silver swirl coloring with black ink markings. D6 is proudly feature a fleur de lis icon with a sword in the center of the 6th face of each die. And same thing, 18 Kingdom of Bretonnia D6, 1 artillery die, and 1 scatter die. So yeah, $42. If you are after those, you guys know that I have the ongoing dice boycott. But because it's been so long since you've been able to get artillery dice, actually makes sense for people that are going to be playing Old World to pick these up. Alright, and then moving along. So specifically says this kit contains 10 resin components and comes with a Citadel 25mm square base. This miniature is supplied unpainted and requires assembly. Recommend using Citadel color paints. So cool model right here. Actually holds up pretty nicely. Definitely like the detail. Beautiful paint job as well. Really good looking model. Alternative headdress as well. And then also you can have the spear or potentially the chalice as well. So it looks like these items are just pre-order online only, but not part of the made to order. Alright, and then just moving along, we see the Tomb Swarms for $56. Those have been available. Questing Knight Paladin with great weapon. Again, pre-order expert kit online only, $36 for him. So I believe Games Workshop had originally said that some of these items are made to order, but they may actually have that in a different section down below. We'll have to take a look. So Battle Standard Bearer, mount and on foot, $83 for the expert kit, 2 models in that set. Again, really nice looking models here, hold up nicely. The cloth looks good and everything, nice standard. The barding on the horse, just really good models. These hold up very, very nicely, especially since they're pretty freaking old. So really nice, really crisp. And I'm not sure if this is just part of the remastery or if this is just so much better of a casting process than back in the day, but this looks really nice. Yeah, definitely did a phenomenal job with these. And then I do love the actual packaging on the new stuff as well. They really knocked it out of the park. I like the color scheme and just the overall like theme and look and everything of the packaging. Very nice. Alright, and then we have the Mounted Yeoman, 5 of them in a pack for $75. We see the Tomb King, $36 for him. Again, just another one of those models that holds up really nicely. Keep in mind, these are all the expert kits, so they are all resin. But just a beautiful sculpt. Really, really nice paint job as well. It's cast in more of like a white resin here, so we can't quite see like the detail and everything, but you can just see the crispness. Very, very cool. And then we see the Tomb King of Khemri Battle Standard Bearer, $36 for him. So it doesn't hold up quite as good. Obviously the face is a little bit derpy, but the actual standard and everything, detail is really nice. Definitely looks good. Again, very, very crisp detail. Nice resin cast. I'm obviously not a fan of resin, and forgeworld resin in the past has been pretty trash. Games Workshop's Finecast is by far the worst resin ever created on planet Earth. But the newer stuff coming out of Games Workshop, the newer forgeworld stuff has actually been fairly decent. I've had some experience with it lately, working on a few projects, and it's not as bad as the older stuff. It's still resin, it's still inferior in my opinion. But overall, the quality of this stuff looks good. Alright, and then we have the Warhammer Old World dice set. So again, really nice dice set. I like the metallic swirls and everything. Nice, clearly visible and legible logos. And again, we have the scatter dice. Set includes 20 of the Old World themed dice. They are cast in a pearlescent blue swirl coloring. Gold ink markings. D6 dice proudly feature Gal Maraz Warhammer icon on the 6th face of each die. Contains 20 16mm dice, 18 Old World D6s, 1 artillery dice, and 1 scatter dice. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now, back to the video. So, very cool. And then we have the Yarrick Omnibus leftover from last week. And then temporarily out of stock, it says on the Deathwing Assault. But I do assume that that is done forever. Same thing with the Prize Nexus Collector's Edition. I don't know why they put temporarily out of stock. They don't just put sold out online. Because I think it gives people false hope. We know this is not coming back. So, most likely that's not coming back either. And then some of the Titanicus stuff has sold out. And then under new releases here, we see the made-to-order stuff. So all the other stuff should be permanently part of the catalog, but direct only. All this stuff is made-to-order only. So there's 86 items on this list. So we're going to kind of just swoop through here. Maybe I'll take a look at a couple like particular things, but not going to be looking at each of the 86 items. So the Tomb King Battle Standard Bearer on foot and mounted, $45. Lich Priest on foot and mounted, $45. Tomb King with Sword and Shield, $15. Tomb King with Great Weapon, $15. And it does look like size is definitely a factor, but also like the quality of the actual like sculpt maybe has something to do with the pricing. And then we see the Bretonnian Paladins with Sword and Shield. A couple classics right here. Warhammer Quest model. Damsels of the Lady. These are beautiful models. These hold up really nicely. They were very cool and very ahead of their time back in the day. Nice sculpts and everything. Really good looking models right here. Back in the day, Games Workshop did like really bad on the faces. They looked like really derpy just in general. And especially female faces for whatever reason. If you look at like the old Sisters of Battle stuff, they were just absolutely terrible. These were some of like the first decent female faces that Games Workshop did at like the smaller scale. And just as of note, this kit contains 2 metal components, 4 plastic components, 1 Citadel 25mm square base, 1 Citadel 25x50 rectangular base. Its miniatures are supplied unpainted and require assembly. This item is available on a made-to-order basis until 8 a.m. GMT on Monday, the 5th of February. So you have until the 5th of February to order these. As a made-to-order product, this item will be dispatched within 180 days. So 6-month delay, up to 6 months, sometimes more. $50 for the 2 Damsels. Alright, and now that we've got the specifics, we see the Bretonnian Paladin with Sword and Shield, $15. Paladin with Hammer and Shield, $15. Then the Old Lord with Sword and Shield on Pegasus, $40. Battle Standard Bearer on Warhorse, $32. Bretonnian Lord with Great Weapon, $32. Bretonnian Lord with Lance on Warhorse, $32. Okay, and that looks like it for the made to order. I went ahead and scrolled down here and checked everything else out, and it looks like they just have the rest of the stuff kind of grouped in here with this. So this stuff is under the new releases, and then at the top is the made-to-order stuff, but then it also has all the stuff that came out last week. So if you're after the made-to-order stuff, just keep in mind those deadlines. The rest of this online-only stuff should be available permanently as part of the new range. So very cool. I think the only thing you really have to worry about like selling out quickly or anything like that is the actual dice themselves. I think they'll probably go pretty quickly. Not sure how many they made or anything like that. But if I'm not mistaken, at least for the old world, obviously, it's been a long time since they offered the scatter dice and artillery dice. So unless you were playing back in the day and still have some of those left over or had them from another game, I think those will probably be in fairly high demand. So yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up there. Please excuse my voice a little out there. I've definitely been sick this last week. Feeling better, but still a little bit congested and sounding kind of raw. So let me know what you're going to be picking up, what you're excited about. Special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the video. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on Games Workshop products. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.